All right, let's talk about this subject because it's a tricky one. Should you tell your spouse that they're fat or that they're overweight? Um, so let's first talk about my marriage. I never started dating my husband based on looks alone. Now, yes, I wasn't blind. I could tell he was very attractive. I still think that. I fell in love with his eyes. I thought he was the most handsome guy. I still do. But I was not dating him just based on looks or like financial reasons. You know, if anyone asks me for advice about dating from someone who's married, I will say, do not date someone based on either looks or financial reasons, because both of those things you can lose in an instant. You could lose your job tomorrow, or tomorrow, God forbid, a car crash, something could happen and you could lose your looks. So you should not be basing a relationship off of those things, because when you base it off of those things, let me tell you, that relationship is not going to last that long. So let's get to, should you tell your spouse? Should you mention it to your spouse? Did my spouse ever mention it to me? No, he didn't. And when he met me, I was a little bit, actually, I was bigger than I am right now, but I was more in shape than after I had our children. But my husband never brought it up to me, and he never needed to, because I knew it. Like, your spouse knows if they have gained weight, they know it. And you have to decide whether or not you are comfortable with staying with them that way. And if you're not, then you need to think about leaving, because you can't force a person to change. My husband never once mentioned my weight, never once said anything about me getting in shape or working out or anything. It was me that one day looked in the mirror and was like, I can't do this anymore. I pulled out my back, setting my newborn down, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I am not the mom I want to be. I am not the person I want to be. I look in the mirror and I'm like, I don't know who that girl is, and I don't like that feeling anymore. And that's when I went to my husband and was like, I need to lose like 120 pounds. And I just remember breaking down and sobbing. And he just told me, it's okay. Like, you can do this. I know you can do it. Just small steps at a time, and don't beat yourself up. And whenever I was sad because I only lost like half a pound, he was there cheering me on. So just know that, yeah, you can mention it to your spouse if you want to, but if they're not ready to change, then they're not going to, and no amount of what you say to them is going to make them to change. They need to want to do it themselves.